Hey traders, control the trade here. Taking a look at Bank of America. Bank of America reports earnings tomorrow, April 15th, 2020. So we're going to take a look at the chart. And first things first, I'm going to clean it up here because I tend to leave a lot of lines on my charts and it's been a while. So let me go ahead and clear that. I'm using the Think or Swim app, if you're wondering, on my phone. So now we have a clean chart. You can see the moving averages there. Bank of America had a very poor, not very, but it had a poor close today. When you close below the low of the previous day, not a good sign. However, we do have earnings tomorrow, so all that can change. And it almost looks like since we bottomed out here at about 1795, we're having a little mini bullish pattern within a downtrend. The good, we're above the 20-period moving average, which is the blue line on my chart, which is 2149, and we're right between that and the 50-period moving average, which is obviously very important, which is at 2675. We're pretty much smack in the middle there. So depending on how the market receives the earnings report tomorrow, and if you follow me, you know that all that matters is the reaction, not the news itself, typically. So we wait to see how this reacts. We wait to see how the market perceives and receives the information. And usually, you'll see something like a spike, a gap fill down or up, and then the price movement will go from there. So with that said, let's look for some gaps. That's always the first thing that I do when I'm charting. So right here, we closed at 2003. We opened at 2103. So there's a little bit of gap down here. I do like when a gap and a important moving average coincide or intersect. So we have 2149 and we have a close of 2139. And the opening price here is 2280. So nice gap here coinciding with the 20. Makes me kind of like 2150 as a good support area. If you're trying to put a resting buy in, 2150 is not bad. 2140, somewhere in that range. I even have the 10-period moving average here at 2211 if you want to front run a little bit. And we also have, let's see, was this gap filled today? 2345, the low, 2310. Yeah, it looks like we did fill a gap, but we didn't come up much from that. We didn't get the close above the low of this candle, which again is usually bearish. But we have earnings tomorrow, so all that can change in a heartbeat. So let's look at what happens if things, are on the up and up and it's positive reaction. Usually you'll see something like a gap up, and I could see that happening where if there is good news or perceived good news, look at the 20-period moving average, or excuse me, the 50-period moving average, 2675. We could start to travel up that way. I don't know about gapping above it. You'd have to have some pretty good news there, and we're not exactly in a bullish market right now. So 2675 would definitely serve as a resistance. Most people would be looking for that, so we got to be aware of that. Above that, you have the 200-period moving average, 2998. Let's go see. We do have some gaps here to fill on the way up. So I would say if we do go up, I would probably see the first level of resistance would probably be around 2550. We have a close here of 2678, 2540. So somewhere, the $26 range. 2678 coincides with our 50 period